it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
We can hear you loud and clear.
I am in the D. What up, though? I'm in Detroit. Broadcasting live. I was actually at the Global Citizens Now event that was happening for the first time in Detroit yesterday. So shout out to everybody that was there. I'm going to tell you all about it and about last night. It was quite inspiring. Since I'm in Detroit, Icewear Vezzo is about to pull up and guest host with me today. If my voice sounds a little raspy, it's because we got a lot going on out here. In addition to that, I have my dear friend Naturi Naughton joining me alongside Jay Ellis, talking about the off-Broadway play Duke and Roya, which I had a chance to go to opening night for that. You know, I'm very into the theater. Dan, you need to go take your wife.
Yes, I do.
To a play.
Yes, I do. Easy date night.
And you guys would love this. It's actually about kind of like a forbidden love type of thing. Jay Ellis plays a rapper, and he falls in love with a girl who is in Afghanistan. It's all in the middle of like the war-torn situation, but you got to see it. It's really good. We'll talk about that today. And we got some special new music for y'all that we're going to be playing all morning. You are so excited about this. You said today's a great day. Great new music out today. Let's get into Chains and Whips by The Clips featuring Kendrick Lamar off of their new album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Period. It's Way Up.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time to shine a light. Oh, and Vezzo just walked in the room. Let me make sure I have the right mic on. Do it again.
What up, though?
There we go. Now I got you. Okay. All right, we're going to get him some headphones, get situated. But today I want to shine a light on a woman who actually has built a brand based off of things she went through in her life, Kayla Rowe. She went from being 5 months pregnant and excited about baby clothes to all of a sudden having a miscarriage. And what that did teach her, though, was more awareness about hygiene, feminine hygiene, and she started her own feminine hygiene brand called Her Fantasy Box. She wanted to help women of all ages, if you were going through a pregnancy loss, menopause, postpartum, things like that, odor, irritation. She wanted to help them out, but she wanted it to be something that was organic. So she said it was a reclamation of trust in her body and a way to help other women do the same. So shout out to her for that and Her Fantasy Box. All right, now, Ellis, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my daughter. Today is her second birthday.
Ooh, 2 years old. Is that your only child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's her name?
Leela Carter.
Leela Carter. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you on your baby girl, and happy birthday. And thank you, Ellis, for calling.
Of course. Had to.
Okay. Take care.
You too.
All right. Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. Just in case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and talk to us that way. And when we come back, we got your Yee Tea. We'll discuss Sierra from Love Island. She has spoken out after leaving the show or being asked to leave, and we'll tell you what she had to say, and taking accountability is way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee Tea.
Talk to 'em.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is time for your Yee Tea. Icewear Vezzo's here. You ready to do some?
Let's get it. I'm ready.
Some Yee Tea, and you bought me some fresh and pressed juice, which I appreciate.
The fresh and pressed. You know
I was like, please bring me some juice. Okay. Well, let's get into Love Island. Now, for full transparency, you don't watch the show, but you know what's going on.
I do know what's going on. I seen it on X.
All right. Well, Sierra was kicked off the show, and it was very dramatic because somebody brought up a post where she uses a slur against Asian people.
C-word.
Yes, the C-word. And you and I had a conversation about this. You actually, a lot of people didn't realize this was a slur, but you did.
Yeah, I did. I grew up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and so it was a lot of Asian people in our neighborhood. And when I was young, we'd go to school, like, we would say that word when we wanted to be offensive. Like, we knew what we were saying. It's the same as the word that offend,
the
black
N-word.
America. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I definitely knew for a long time, for years, like over 20 years.
Well, here is what she had to say, because now she is speaking out. Her parents have put up posts saying that they were getting death threats and all kinds of things. But here's what she said.
I want to first start by addressing not just anyone that I have hurt or deeply offended, but most importantly, the entire Asian community. I am deeply, truly, honestly so sorry. I had no idea that the word held as much pain, as much harm, and came with the history that it did.
Yeah, and the first thing I said was she probably didn't know.
I don't believe she knew.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't.
And she went on to take accountability, though, because, you know, even if you don't know and you did offend people, you still have to say, I messed up. Here's what she said.
I completely agree with the network's decision to remove me from the villa. I think that this is something that deserved punishment. I think the backlash has obviously been very hard to deal with, but I understand that people are kind of confused on why I would have even said it.
That sounds like real kind of accountability, though. Like, she really, you know, that's real. That's a genuine apology.
Yeah.
You can hear it. You know, she, like she said, she accept everything that came from it and everything.
All right, well, let's see what's next for her after that, because she was definitely one of the favorites on the show. All right, and another thing I want to talk about is tonight, as we're getting ready for this boxing match, let's talk about everything behind Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. This is their third matchup. Have you watched the previous ones?
I have. They be, them girls be fighting.
They going at it.
They really good. Both of them are really good. I give them that. And the reason why they fights are so big is because of, you know, they going blow for blow. Like, it's no empty spaces in between a match. Like, they both fight to the end. And after the first fight, the first fight had went viral, so everybody was prepared for the second fight. So this fight gonna be crazy. All
right. Well, I think I'm rooting for Amanda Serrano, just to put that out there right now. She's more powerful, I feel like. But as far as Jake Paul, this is an all-female boxing card at the Garden. And he's actually breaking records, a Guinness World Record for promoting this fight too, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so shout out to him. It's 3 undisputed championship fights and 2 unified championship bouts in total. So that's what's going to set that new Guinness World Record if everything happens according to plan. And it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
So everybody has a chance if you have Netflix, or, you know, log into your ex's account, whatever you got to do. All right, well, that is your UT. When we come back, we have About Last Night. We'll discuss what we did last night. I want to hear what you did. And, of course, I'm going to tell y'all why I'm in the D. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's way up with Angela Yee, and it's time for About Last Night. Icewear Vezzo. We in Detroit.
In the city.
Had to have you pull up.
Yeah.
What did you do last night?
So I just got back from Florida. I took my kids to Adventure Island. We was supposed to go to Disneyland, but they like, no, Disneyland kind of boring, so they want to go there.
I still never been to Disneyland.
Listen, I had a crazy experience.
What?
It might be a little too long to tell, but I can make it short if you want.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So check this out, right? So we at Adventure Island. We decided to go on a roller coaster. My son kept, Dad, I want to go on a roller coaster. I got to go. I'm like, son, you're not tall enough. So I found one that he just made height for. So the line looked short at first. We get through, then we see the line mad long. So we stand in the same spot about 15 minutes. I tell my daughter, look, something not right. It's a reason why this line is long and all the other lines are short. You need to leave. Just don't even get on this ride. So as we going on, we get closer to the ride. I asked my son, you sure you want to go on this ride? He like, yeah, Dad, I'm sure. I'm happy. He said, are you excited? I'm like, yeah, I'm real excited. He said, okay. Soon as we got ready to get on the ride, I'm like, Vito, listen, we can leave if you want to leave, son. Like, I don't like the way your face look. He said, you happy, Dad? I'm like, yeah, I'm happy, but we can leave. I'm proud of you regardless. So he's like, no, I want to get on. We get on the ride. Start off regular. Then it just go like a bullet train. My son, it sent my son. So I grabbed his head. I put his head in my shoulder and everything. I'm like, baby, it's okay. We're going to be all right.
Tried.
So after about 30, maybe like 35 seconds, he crying, he going, right? I say, son, listen, it's over. It's done. We good. It's done.
You
we
made
about
it.
to get up. That's what I tell him. Like, we made it through. So we in some like cave thing. It get dark. And it sounded like the power went off. Soon as I said, we good, son, it's all over, the ride went in the air and then just dropped. And then after the drop, he sent after the drop, the ride went backwards like a bullet train. I'm like, oh my God.
I told them it was over.
I felt so horrible. And then I realized, like, man, I think so. I only went on a ride to make him happy. He kept saying he wanted to get on a big boy roller coaster. But come when it got around to it, I think I know he got on a ride to make me happy.
Right,
so
right. He kept asking, was you happy?
Exactly. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God. But
that's so funny. Well, good lesson learned.
Yeah, absolutely.
For your son. Like, if you speak up. If you're not sure, speak up.
Yeah, absolutely. What you got going on? What you do?
Well, I'm going to talk about it a little later because global citizens, but you know what we got to do right now. We got to get ready for Tell Us a Secret.
Okay.
So, you know, this is a part of the show where people call in anonymously, and you know how this goes. It's a no judgment zone.
Yeah.
People are going to call in and tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. Vezzo, I know you're good at not judging people.
I'm going to do as best as I can.
Oh, man. He's being honest. 800-292-5150. Get on this Tell Us a Secret ride, okay? Don't.
Yeah, exactly.
You sure you want to do this? 800-292-5150. It's me and Icewear Vezzo. Call us up and tell us a secret. It's way up. Way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. It's me and Icewear Vezzo, and I know y'all are blowing these phone lines up right now for Tell Us a Secret, right?
Yeah, call us right now.
All right, 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
I was dealing with this guy on and off for like 2 to 3 years. Come to find out, I started this job, and his wife worked at this job.
What?
That's crazy.
But you knew he had a wife or no?
Of course, you know how some people just deal with men and some of them got, some of them married, but it is what it is. They go back home and they,
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I mean you.
You just married. It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I didn't care, but the thing is, one thing about me, I never ask about anybody's wives. I don't care. Like,
oh, you don't?
Why don't you care?
I don't care. Like, so my thing is this. I liked him. We'll go out to the bars. We'll go have drinks. We'll bust it up. He'll come to my crib. We'll go out. We'll just have a good time. And next thing you know, like, I'm at the job, and I'm like, what you doing here?
Is his wife cool?
Yeah.
So do you know the wife? Like she work at your job, so you already got a relationship with her, like some type of relationship.
Yes. And I hope they're not listening, but yeah.
Are you gonna cut it off?
So basically, I've been kind of cut it off.
Do you hang out with his wife though? Like if his wife was like, "Hey, you want to go out for drinks?" You'll go.
You know what? All due the respect to her, and I know who she is, I won't do it. I won't go.
Well, thank you for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
All right. Oof. Hey, anonymous caller, you want to tell me and Vezzo a secret?
What up?
Yes. My secret is, I like this girl, and I pretended I couldn't read so I could get close to her.
And how did you do that? Like, what do you mean? Like, she like a tutor or something?
She was a friend, and she was doing tutoring, and then I kind of act like I couldn't understand, like, trick with big words. Mm-hmm. And we got close. She helped me out with big words. I feel so bad because she, started bringing, flashcards and all that stuff.
She gave you flashcards. That is so nice and patient of her. Tell me how you were sounding it out.
First, I was like, the big words, they confused me, so I was getting angry, like, community. I was like, and she was like, calm down, it's okay, it's going to be all right. And then I just got, slowly better over time.
Did the plan work?
It did work. That's why I felt so bad about it.
Man, it could have been worse, bro.
That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah, it ain't a bad tactic. That's a good love story.
I hope she's not listening to the show.
Right. Well, you can always credit her for helping you read better, right?
Yeah. Could have been worse. Men do a lot weirder stuff.
Yeah.
That wasn't the worst.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us.
Guys. Love the show. Have a good one.
Thank you. That was very magnanimous.
Yeah.
That's my big word for the day.
Did somebody teach you how to read that?
All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. One was cute, one was not so cute.
Yeah. You got crazy the first time.
Oh, my gosh. All right, and when we come back, we got your Yee tea, and let's talk about this Cat Williams interview on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. We'll tell you some of the things that Cat Williams had to say, because he goes viral.
He did another one?
Yes, he did another interview, and he addressed some other things.
Yeah.
It's way up.
You about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here in Detroit, and I got my guy Icewear Vezzo with me.
What up, though?
Listen, we do like a full Yee tea behind the scenes while we're prepping for each break. But we do have some breaking news. Gervonta Davis, Tank, was arrested for domestic violence. This is according to TMZ Sports. He was actually booked early this morning. And according to Andy Slater, who's a reporter, there was an alleged altercation between him and his ex-girlfriend that happened a few weeks ago, and he's been wanted by the police ever since that incident. He was pulled over by cops in Miami Beach, and that's because of his license plate tipping off the authorities. Sheesh.
That's crazy. We got to get better, you know. We just got to get better as men, as black entertainers, just everything. You know, it ain't even about color, just period. We got to get better. God bless us with certain opportunities. We got to understand the opportunity we got, because there's people out there that's hungry that would do anything for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just pray the kids and whoever involved is okay.
His ex-girlfriend, yes. All right, now, Cat Williams was on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. And shout out to Cat. He guest hosted the other day, but he's on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. He's one of the hosts on there with Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
And so... he says a lot of things. We already know. We were talking about how Cat just goes viral and he can just say whatever it is that he wants after that Club Shay Shay interview. You know, of course, he did address that interview that was legendary. I think that's probably the most viewed interview ever.
That's crazy.
You know, on YouTube. But amongst the other things that he talked about was Kendrick Lamar. They compared Cat Williams to Kendrick Lamar, like Cat Williams against comedians, Kendrick Lamar against Drake.
No.
And how they just go for it. But here's what he said.
Well, he's been one of the top 3 greatest rappers from his very first project, which is almost unheard of. Just understand what Kendrick has to be to even be doing the show there. We're not talking about Drake doing his show in L.A. We are not talking about him in the Bay. But we are talking about Kendrick going there and doing the body of work. That's what it means to stand on them 10.
I don't know. I for one, first of all, when it comes to music and stuff like that, as far as great and who not great, that's all subjective.
You know, and you're right about that. And I will say, after all of that beef, that actually pushed up everybody's numbers.
It did, without a doubt. For
sure. I would say that.
Kendrick is a wonderful artist, extremely talented.
Listen, I've always been a K-Dot fan from the very beginning. We got history, so shout out to K-Dot. I got history with Drake too, though. He was on Don't Quit Your Day Job before he ever got signed when I was on Sirius. I'm going to play that for you later.
You can't take a side,
Well, in that battle, definitely Kendrick won.
Yeah, he did. It ain't no, without a doubt.
Yeah, there's no question.
Ain't no secret. Yeah,
when it comes to that. All right, now another thing that Cat Williams talked about, and you were amused by this.
Yeah.
His role in helping Steph Curry become the amazing shooter that he is. Here's what he said.
Yeah, he knew how to play basketball. I'm saying I was explaining to him that the way that I play basketball is there's no such thing as I'm not open. I'm always open. I'm going to all 5 spots every time. If you notice, that's how Steph play. Yeah. Because if you play like that, you are always open.
Okay, so he enlightened him.
Yeah, no. The thing is with Cat, right? This is my personal opinion. I think those views and that interview just extremely emboldened him to the point he feel that we will believe absolutely anything that he said. Teaching Steph Curry how to play basketball is crazy. And then he gonna say he taught God how to be God.
He said he basically told Steph Curry the truth at a pivotal part in his life is kind of how he's explaining it. You know, you ever see that video of the guy who says he could speed read and then did you ever see that?
I know what you're talking about. He did prove he can run real fast and all of this stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
I believe he said that to Steph, but I don't think that helped Steph game. Steph probably listened to him like, for sure, bro.
We need to ask Steph.
Yeah, we got to do that.
All
Steph, where you at?
Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar, right? Yes, Under the Radar. The stories that are flying under the radar, but you still need to know about it. It's way up.
I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Icewear Vezzo.
Yeah.
And let's get into some of these under the radar stories. You're going to love this one. An original Birkin bag sold at an auction. How much do you think it sold for? If you had to guess, an original Birkin bag that was custom made for Jane Birkin. That's who the bag is named after, an actress.
I would say anywhere. I'd say like 200,000.
$10 million.
What? What?
Yes.
10 M's.
Rich off Birkins.
Who spent? Would you do that?
I couldn't.
If you can, would you do that? That's crazy. That's like absurd and obnoxious.
Man. So, yes, can you imagine that? It's the highest on record for a fashion item. It was a travel bag. It was worn for 9 years by Jane Birkin on a daily basis. They said the form of the bag is still very beautiful. And there you have it.
I wouldn't care if my ancestors were there. 10 million is crazy.
Listen, I think your wife deserves that.
Yeah, okay.
And Donald Trump has announced tariffs on Canada now. Just so you know, he has announced a 35% tariff, and stocks have dropped because of that. You know, he's always announcing tariffs and delaying it, then scaling it back. But he said that's going to take effect on August 1st. And that is your under the radar. Also, I don't know if you saw these immigration raids on these California cannabis nurseries, but it has sparked protests. ICE actually raided 2 licensed marijuana nurseries, and they said they complied with ICE search warrants there, but it's just really crazy.
I seen that. I did. It was kids there as well, though. So I don't know. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, like all the things that's been happening.
A whole lot.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we do have the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we got special guests joining us today. Naturi, Naughton Lewis, and Jay Ellis are going to be joining us. You know Jay Ellis is Lawrence from Insecure. And, of course, you know my girl, Naturi. But they'll be talking about the play Duke and Roya. It's an off-Broadway play. You're going to love this. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Icewear Vezzo.
What up, though?
What up, though? And let's get into some Yee T. Man, love is a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Tiana Taylor was talking about her relationship with Aaron Pierre, and she was talking to Complex Music, and here's what she had to say.
To have someone on your side fully. Also, I'm really big on how you handle me, and I feel like you got to handle me like a cup of tea. Mm-hmm. How would you walk with a cup of tea versus how you would walk with a bottle of water? I am a cup of tea, and I feel like he handles me as such. You know, he's very gentle. It allows me to feel warm and to feel safe and not be in survival mode.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, sounds good thing.
So she is his cup of tea.
Yes, he's a gentle lad.
All right, Kanye West has been accused of sexual assault and sex trafficking by his ex-assistant, Lauren Peixoto. She actually sued him back last year after he allegedly sent her text messages and videos before firing her. And she filed a second amended complaint this week. She says Kanye did a whole truckload of bad things like assault, battery, stalking, sexual battery, sex trafficking, false imprisonment, and more. She said during a business trip, they were at a hotel in San Francisco, and he started making unwanted advances. She said she tried to rebuff him, but he kissed her on the mouth and asked questions about what her vagina was like.
Whoa. That's crazy.
I know. These allegations against Kanye. She also says that he masturbated and touched her vagina before falling asleep mid-sentence.
What?
Yeah. So, you know, and if you guys recall previously, Kanye posted about this and said he never effed her. She smelled funny, and half of the NBA
he spoke on this before?
Yeah, previously. Because this is an amended complaint.
Yeah.
So this is something she's already said, and now she's adding more to this. So right now, at this point, Kanye hasn't responded to this latest amended complaint.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, now Nicki Minaj is saying that she was invited to be on the Grammy board.
It was Jay-Z fault.
Oh man, and she said, however, she turned it down even though she thought it was a nice gesture. Here's what she said.
At one point, the Grammys asked me to be on the board, and I said I appreciated it. I thought that was a very, very kind gesture, but my integrity couldn't allow me to accept it. Why would I be sitting on the board and I don't have a grant? Like, what?
Well,
Yeah. So I just heard that anybody can be on this board. Is this true?
Well, not anybody. If you're in the music business, like you can definitely, or be a voting member of the Grammys, right? And I can, clearly, like they'll invite you to be able to do that.
Unless Jay-Z stop it, right?
No, don't do that.
According to
Why would he stop us? And lastly, I want to talk about Akon. He was building, remember this whole cryptocurrency themed city called Akon City in Senegal?
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, it didn't work out. He had a $6 billion contract to do this. And he was supposed to have started phase 1, and then phase 2 was supposed to end in 2029. But that land that was set aside for the project was recently given back to the state because he has not delivered on his promise. So now instead they're building a $1 billion tourism hub. And I guess Akon's not attached to it anymore.
Yeah, I bet he not. I hate to say that like that. You know, I think Akon a great artist, but even when he first brought that up, I didn't think that was going to happen personally.
It felt like a lot. He would have to be there, like, I think, like literally nonstop. That's a huge undertaking. But yeah, remember he had the A-coin also?
I remember all
the
this
crypto.
Stuff.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, it's a New Music Friday. I told you already, Justin Bieber has new music out today. Everybody is talking about the Clips album also. Yeah. So we'll talk about some of those highlights and who else has new music out today. It's Way Up.
I said, let's get it.
Let's go. Way Up with Angela Yee is back to set off your workday. Turn the music up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. It's also a New Music Friday, and that was Chained and Whips by the Clips featuring Kendrick Lamar. That Clips album is sounding like it's a problem. But Icewear Vezzo has been guest hosting with me all day today.
What's happening?
And it's just... this is amazing. It's prophetic because I just shined a light on you. And the reason why I shined a light on you was because I saw this video of you with Mary Sheffield, City Council President, and you were taking her to your childhood home.
Yep.
And it's also, you said, your mom?
Yeah, my mom was a foster mother there for 20 years. Yeah, we turned it to a adult home.
Wow. So talk to me about this whole process. So this house now, people can stay there if they're like unhoused. Tell me how this works.
So it was actually my mom and my brother idea. You know, the house was abandoned for about 10 years and the city wasn't selling it for a while. So my mom said she wanted to get the house, and then she ultimately, first she wanted to start back doing foster parenting. And my brother was like, you know, maybe we can do something a little bit more, you know, for the adults and people that really need housing, that need help, that's dealing with mental health issues, just any kind of issue or whatever. So my brother did the research, and then, you know, I did what I had to do, and we made it possible, you know. And I don't post it, I don't promote it, I don't do anything like that, you know, because it's out the kindness of our heart. And this is who my mother always been, you know, so it's just a blessing to be able to take her vision and even contribute to what she want to do, and which is ultimately give back and do as much as she can. So we now have 4 houses on that same block. That's the exact same kind of houses or whatever.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. Listen, and any way that, is there ways that people can support if they want to? Like, just to put that out there is...
Yes, it's ways. I mean, we're not accepting like money and stuff like that.
But maybe like wraparound services that people can offer.
Yeah, even like clothes. People can donate clothes to the guys over there and everything. We're getting ready to open up an all women's home as well. And,
nice.
You know, I'm sure those ladies will need clothes and everything like that. So yeah, and also like the best support they can give is just speak on the houses. You know, just talk to the public about it and let people know that, listen, we do have these type of places in the city of Detroit or whatever. Yeah. I
love that. I was out here for Global Citizens Now, and the one issue that they say, the number one issue is always housing.
Yeah.
And so that's why that is such a huge deal. So gotta shout you out for that too. And also, when I first met you, obviously I met you as an artist, as a rapper, but you're so much more than that. You're a serial entrepreneur. You're in this space of philanthropy as well. Yeah. We've seen you also talking to people running for office in many different capacities.
I did that.
Listen, politics is a strange.
It's strange. It's
a whole
word.
different type of viewership that you get from that.
Way. Let's say that.
Listen, one day we're going to get real deep into that, because just because you're talking to somebody who's running for office doesn't necessarily mean it's
Absolutely
an endorsement.
not.
I just want to put that out there.
It don't. I just think it makes sense to hear from everybody, and I try to do as much for my community and my people as possible. Even if it's information that they don't have access to. My thing was I'll access this information and and tell you what I found out. But no, absolutely not. Don't mean supporting the candidate.
And now are you back independent?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well. That's been going good.
Grinding.
It feel like EP's out. You got a new single out, Trophy.
Yeah, Trophy, absolutely.
Matter of fact, let's play a piece of Trophy right now.
Let's get it.
I love it. That's always do songs for the ladies,
I jumped
too.
in my love bag.
You be doing them love songs.
I went from thick chick to, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm working.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Vezzo. And when we come back, Naturi Naughton Lewis is joining us alongside Jay Ellis. We're talking about the off-Broadway play Duke and Roya. It's Way Up.
We about to do this. Yeah.
Yo.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
What's up? It is Way Up with Angela Yee. This is exciting for me because my girl Naturi is here with me.
Hey.
Naturi Naughton Lewis.
Yes,
period.
yes.
Don't forget the hyphenated.
I know that's right.
All right, and Jay Ellis is here.
What's good?
Man, first of all, I just want to start this off by saying, because people are like, oh, they're here together. What's this about? But you're producing a play, Duke and Roya, and Jay Ellis, you are starring in your first ever Broadway play.
Off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway.
Yeah.
I call it Broadway, whatever. But
she's like, whatever. You on stage.
You on that stage, and you are the star of this production. You're Duke, and then Roya, who does an amazing job too. But I just want to give you your kudos. I went to the opening night, and I know that acting on stage is so different than being in a movie, being in a TV series. It is no second chance while you're up there.
Nah, it's amazing. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I was terrified to do it. Nobody's gonna call cut. You just got to keep pushing. Somebody gonna cough. Somebody phone go off. Somebody gonna yell in the middle of the scene. I'll marry you, Jay. Like whatever.
Did somebody actually do that? I'll marry you, Jay. I can see that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that story.
It was our last preview before opening, and it's the scene where Roya kind of rejects Duke's offer.
Should you have said that?
I get probably
if
not.
You didn't see
now,
I
just realized that I just gave that away. So whatever. There's a marriage proposal that goes awry. Let's just say that. And woman yelled out, "I'll marry you, Jay," not Duke. Jay.
In real life, this is not the character.
I love that.
Listen, you're used to marriage proposals going awry. So.
I mean, crazy. But no, he kills it.
Right now, I'm talking to Jay Ellis and Naturi Naughton Lewis about their off-Broadway play that Jay Ellis is starring in. It's called Duke and Roya. But the storyline of Duke and Roya, it's a love story.
Yes, tell him.
Yes, tell us.
I played this rapper who goes on a USO tour to Afghanistan in 2016, 2017.
Also a player. You were a player.
Yeah, he's a playboy. He's a playboy.
He's out in the streets.
He's a playboy. But, he gets there and he meets Roya, this woman who's his interpreter. And at that time in that country, women, and still today actually, women are not allowed to work. And so she actually sneaks on and off the base dressed as a man every single day, because that's just part of culturally
to get her education,
to be able to get her education, to be able to get all these things. And anyway, they start talking and he starts to realize, and she presents as a woman on the base once she's there, right? But they start talking and they start to realize that there's a shared humanity, but really they start to find themselves.
How long did it take for you to get it, for you to feel comfortable enough to be I'm ready for opening night?
Hopefully next week.
He's like, I'm still getting there. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, because this is your first play, and I know that's exciting.
Yeah.
And it felt great when I watched it, but I don't. How are you feeling?
I feel good. You know what I'm saying? There's days where I'm like, man, I'm tired. There's days where I'm like, especially we don't have shows on Sundays. So on Monday, I'm like, man, I'm going to forget one of these songs. I'm going to go out there and fully forget. Yesterday, I had this whole moment where we were talking about a little timing thing in the play and talking about speeding it up. And I was like, oh, well, if y'all speed that up, I'm off stage changing in that moment.
Oh.
And if you speed it up too much, and if I mess up, if I forget something, if I take my pants off, if I kick off my shoe and whatever, I might miss the moment that I'm supposed to run back on stage.
Don't run out there without your pants on.
Man, I got back.
Somebody really gonna be trying to propose.
And I got back.
Will you marry me?
And I got back there last night and pulled my pants off. Literally, I unbuckled my pants and pulled my pants down. I was like, "What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?"
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
No joke. Literally
Jay
last
Ellis
night.
pulling his pants down. That's going to be the headline, y'all. On stage, come see Duke and Roya for a little show. A peep show. You know the people will run to the ticket.
Naturi Naughton Lewis is here. She's the producer of the play Duke and Roya that Jay Ellis, you know him as Lawrence on Insecure, is starring in. We got more with them when we come back. It's Way Up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening? You wanna know my name?
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I got some special guests. This is my girl, Naturi Naughton Lewis, and Jay Ellis is here. They're talking about the off-Broadway play Duke and Roya. All right, now, Jay, I need an honest moment from you. Did you think about doing a rap album after this?
4 times. I'm still thinking about it every single day.
Wait, really?
I will say, yeah.
That's so funny. That's such a good question. That happened to me.
I could tell. I'm not gonna lie. I seen you up there, and I was like, he really think he a rapper.
Oh, did you see the swag though? You saw him like.
You should have seen me in the studio. I was like, man, I could do this. Like,
I knew it.
And it was dope. It was really, really fun. I think I've always dreamed to have music involved in my life and in my career. For sure.
Yeah.
And I've never done that professionally before. And so I think for me, this was, again, it was a huge reason why I was attracted to this role, because I was like, oh, I'm about to go up there and show people I could do. Nobody in there
dropping bars.
Everybody who walks in there is like, wait, he's doing that?
I know. Playing a rapper, I thought I was going to put out a whole.
You did.
After Lil' Kim, I swore in my heart, I was like, I'm going to just switch it up and show him what I could do. And then I was like, oh, yeah, no. I'm a singer.
That for karaoke.
I'm going to just lay back. But it is nice to see you step into the musicality of you.
Thank you.
And it's nice because I didn't know Jay plays piano. So I think it's refreshing as actors, even amongst our peers, to be like, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Right now, I'm talking to Jay Ellis and Naturi Naughton Lewis about their off-Broadway play that Jay Ellis is starring in. It's called Duke and Roya. And last we heard, you gotten slapped twice as Lawrence. By
Hey, I be
people.
dodging these New York City streets. You know who's real hot? These New York is hot.
Yeah,
I got slapped twice. I got slapped at JFK once.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then what's crazy is I got slapped a year after the show was over in Salt Lake City.
I felt like you redeemed yourself, kind of.
Yeah, but people still be
but they
mad.
still mad.
And also, what do you mean redeemed himself? She's the one who... Angela, don't do this.
You
She's
was on the
one-
couch.
But he did make,
he did turn it around.
He turned it around.
Guys, he did
That's what I'm saying.
turn
That's
and
when
then
you
she
redeemed yourself.
And she turned around.
She turned around.
She turned around.
All the way around. You know what I'm saying?
Because it is unattractive for somebody that I'm
No,
working,
it's true.
doing all this. I come home, you on the couch.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? You're not even trying.
Yeah, that's true.
That is
That's
not
true.
appealing.
That's
and
true.
so
You're right.
it ain't even about necessarily what you have. It's about like ambition.
Yeah,
Like
I agree with
don't
that.
want to come home and you just on the couch
Yeah.
and
No,
I
you're
done
right.
worked, all day, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
I agree with that.
So the redeeming yourself is like, yes, I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean
I didn't know you
I
was
didn't
out
think
here
you
getting
deserve to
slapped.
get slapped.
People be
Yeah.
yelling at me too. I mean, they do the same
Yes.
thing.
But you know what I say? Here's my thing to that. If you don't have a response, then I didn't do my job.
All right. Well, listen, you guys, thank you so much, Duke and Roya. Again, how can people get tickets besides who's going to DM me and I'm going to give away 2? That's it. But there's a code, right, for people to get discounts.
Yes, there is a code. First off, go to Lortel, that's LORTEL.org, and put in how many tickets you want, but use our discount code, which is Radio 79, because they start from like $50 and up.
All the
so
seats are good, too.
there's no bad seats. So whatever seats you get, come on through, support us, and make sure you shout us out after the show at Duke and Roya.
All caps.
All caps.
On radio.
All
radio.
caps. Radio 79, RADIO, all caps 79.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Jay Ellis. Thank you so much to my girl, Naturi Naughton Lewis. Make sure you check out Duke and Roya off Broadway. I will get y'all 2 tickets. I'm dead serious for you to have a date night. So make sure y'all hit me up in my DMs. Tell me why you deserve it. I'm going to pick 2 people and I'm going to buy the tickets for you. All right. Well, when we come back, this is your show. So you have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
All right. Well, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Vezzo, thank you so much for welcoming me back to Detroit.
No, I appreciate you for having me and allowing me to come up here and rock with you. Heard?
Thank you to Chanel for setting this up too, because I hit her up and I was like, "You think Vezzo would come and guest host?" She was like, "Give me 1 second," and then she hit me back like, "Okay, he gets back in town, he'll be able to do it." So I appreciate it because I know you didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Absolutely.
And here
It's
you
all
are
good.
working.
Yeah, working. You heard? Yeah.
But yes, any last words for people?
Yeah. So, yeah. Check my new single trophy out. I'm trying to think. I'm multitasking.
Look, you ain't got to. You ain't got to have no way. Go to Fresh and Press, okay?
Yeah, go to Fresh and Press. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole city. We love y'all. We appreciate everybody. And shout out to you for allowing us to come up here. You heard.
All right. Well, shout out to Jay Ellis and Naturi Naughton Lewis. Again, check out that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And this is your show, so you have the last word.
I accidentally went to jail for some tickets, so I had a little reefer on me. I put the reefer in my... So the lady was like, we gonna have to strip search you. So I kicked in my white people voice like, ma'am, I've been on my drag all day. Is it possible I can get a pad? So then she gave me a pad. I was like, boom. So then my friends came and bailed me out. So we get back to my house. They like, y'all got some reefer? I'm like, yeah, I got some trees. But I never told them that the bag of reefer was in my... So then one of my homies grabbed it and bust the bag open with their teeth. And I never had the heart to be like, that reefer was in my...
Hey, Angela Yee, this is Michelle Fisher right here in the city. I want to shine a light on my granddaughter, Patience. Today is her big girl 9th birthday. We love you, Patience. Happy birthday, girl.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.